Alright, next we'll talk about pay records and employee files and what we need to maintain. So, our pay records include typically exempt, non-exempt, um, and then we have, pay period, the pay dates, pay rate, all the deductions. We need to keep track of some sort of time card, whether it's an electronic or a physical time card, some sort of documentation stating what did they do to earn the money they did. A copy of the pay stub, any other documentation, and then if they wanted time off, typically there's some sort of form that you would fill out. So pay rate determination, for the employee experience, education, if there's any required certifications, governmental requirements, hours worked, and what type of jobs being performed. As the employer, we need to figure out, are they going to be salary, hourly, are we going to pay on commission, piece rate, and again, are they going to be exempt or non-exempt from overtime. So, compensation considerations for employers, it's, the employee's skills, employer structure, typically gives you a range in compensation. So, calculations of time for an exempt employee. Juan is a manager, and he earns $52,000 a year. So, manager, that's usually, he's exempt from overtime. He's paid bi-weekly, and he normally works 40 hours a week. Busy time of year, June, he's working more than 40 hours a week. He's working, within a pay period, he typically work 80. Well, in 1 week he worked 85, so he worked 5 hours extra. And the next week he worked 78 hours, which he worked a little less than 40 per week during those 2 weeks. He's still going to get paid $52,000 a year divided by 26 for bi-weekly. He's getting $2,000 gross pay. Doesn't matter. So his hours worked is not is a non-issue. He's an exempt employee. So next person we have Monique. She's an administrator at a hospital, paid $52,000 on a weekly basis, and is classified as non-exempt. During 1 week she worked 50 hours. So when you're non-exempt, you are not exempted from overtime. You will get overtime. So even though she gets a salary, $52,000, key is non-exempt. So we would need to figure out how much she makes per week. So $52,000 paid weekly, so 52 weeks, she's being paid $1,000 a week. We now need to divide that by 40 to figure out how much her hourly rate is. So her hourly rate is $25. In this case, she's going to get overtime of 10 hours because she is non-exempt.